Today we'll be checking out our updated plugin, that's the Magento 2 Progressive Web Application plugin. So as we know that PWA is a web technology of making a website which allows the website to act and feel just like a native mobile application. So the PWA gets installed and can be launched just like a native mobile application on your Android or your iOS devices. Also, the PWA development uses the web browser capabilities to provide an app-like experience to the users. So today I'll be showing you the front-end workflow on the mobile device of the progressive web app for the Magento 2 platform based web stores. We'll see how we can install the PWA, how we can check the demo at your end as well. Apart from that, we'll just go through an overview of the PWA itself after the installation there. And lastly, we'll be checking the backend configuration that is required before making use of this particular plugin within your Magento 2 platform-based web stores. So we'll show you the initial configurations as well on the admin's end. So before proceeding further, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates. Apart from that, if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. Also kindly note that within this particular PWA, if the admin sends in the notifications to the customers, those are also visible on the within the PWA app itself, and the customer just needs to allow the notifications from that particular website first, and only after that can the web store admin send the notifications to the customers with the respective links on those what we say as the notifications. So let's hop on to the front end on my Android mobile device, and let me show you how we can access the PWA, how we can make use of the same, and lastly we'll be taking you to the admin backend panel. So right now I'm at the Android device, as you can see, and I've opened one of the browsers on my system on the mobile device. Now what I'll be doing is, after you've accessed the demo within that is attached within the demo within the blog of this particular plugin, you'll have to scan one QR code on that particular demo, and then the progressive web app will directly open on to your mobile device. The same goes for the iOS ones as well. So if I tap here and tap on the top right hand corner for the barcode, we have the barcode. So this is the progressive web app demo that you will first see, and here we need to scan that particular one. So at the top in the address bar, now you can see that it says magento-pwa-demo.webquill.com, and here we have the products that are listed there within that particular jacket section. Now on the top right hand corner, just left to the shopping cart, you can see a plus icon, and within the URL as well you can see a download button there. Now you can make use of any of those to add this as a PWA to your mobile Android device. So for example, if I tap here, we can install it. Otherwise, if I tap on the plus, we can still install it there. So now let me tap on the install option there, and you can see in the URL we have that icon going round and round. Now the progressive web app has been added to my Android device, and after it has been installed, you can see at the top we have the webquill icon there within the URL. Now let's hop on to the home page of my Android device. So here I'm at the home page, and you can see that we have the PWA being installed on my Android device. So now it would just appear as a native mobile application, but it is not a native mobile application. So basically it uses the browser compatibilities there to provide a native app-like experience to the customers. Now as soon as I open this particular shortcut, you'll see a splash screen that we've configured from the backend. So let's tap on that. So you can see the flash was there, and now the PWA is live on the mobile device of the customers. Now they can access this anytime by going to the home page, tapping on the PWA. From here they can do whatever they want to do as they were doing on the web-based browsers. Now this is just an experience of the what we say as of the PWA itself. So let's tap here on the sign in button. Now we'll be automatically taken to the sign in page. We can log into our account there. Now, PWA also receives the notifications. So whenever the admin sends a notification, that would then appear within the taskbar as well and on the right hand side. And then the customers can tap on that to access that particular PWA. Now, just like the native app, the customer can add the products to the cart. So just go small orange and add to cart. The product gets added to the cart within the PWA itself. So if I tap here in the cart icon, you can see the product is there, and from here we can make a checkout very easily. So I'll just tap here in the proceed to checkout, and then we'll be selecting our shipping methods and the payment methods at the last to place the order for this particular product using the Magento 2 progressive web app itself that we have just opened. So I'll just choose the shipping and next. So you can see that it's completely fitted just like in native mobile application, no issues with that. Let's place the order. So I've just tapped here in the place order button. Alright, the order has been placed. Let's check the order history for the one that for the order number 18. So here you can see the order number 18. Okay, so on the left hand side we can go to the account section. We have the rest of the sections there like my account, my wish list. So that's how easily the customers can add your website to their Android or iOS devices by tapping on the plus icon and adding it to the home screen. And this gives them a native app-like experience. So there's no need for them to make use of the browsers there, so they can access their account very quickly using the same. That's this particular icon that we are having after the installation of the WebGoals progressive web app for the Magento 2 platform based web stores. Now let's hop onto the admin backend panel and let's see how this can be configured. The shortcut name and the icon as well as the splash screen there. So here I am at the backend of my Magento 2 platform based web store. So I'll be entering my username and password and be logging into our backend panel for the admin itself. So after the successful installation of this particular plugin, the admin will find the PWA option on the side panel. As you can see here, we have the PWA, and under that the admin can manage the PWA notifications that he can send out to his registered customers who have allowed the notifications from your or for your web store within the PWA app itself. Now to make the initial configurations, just navigate through stores and then configuration, and on the configuration page under the WebGoal block we have the settings for the PWA itself. So here's the WebGoal block and we have the progressive web app. So here we have the settings section wherein we can enable or disable this particular progressive web app functionality for your Magento 2 platform based web stores. So for the push notifications that we are using within the backend, so that we can send out the push notifications to the customers on the PWA itself, you'll have to have the FCM account or the Firebase account, and after you have registered there, you'll be able to find all of these things like the web API key, the FCM authentication domain, the database URL, FCM project ID, the FCM storage bucket, be it the messaging, sender ID, FCM app ID, server key, public key, and the rest as well. And lastly, we have that measurement ID. So you can check the user guide that I've just attached within the description of this particular video, and within that you'll be able to find the complete details of how we can get these details. So just let me just give you a snap view preview of the same, so that you can then check the same within the user guide. So here within the user guide you will be able to check how we can create the Firebase product credentials. So just go through all of these points one by one, just follow the same. And if you'll still face any issues while creating the Firebase details, so here you can see that we have the API key, the authentication domain, the database URL, the project ID, the storage bucket, the messaging sender ID, and the app ID. So these are to be used within the configuration of the PWA in the admin backend panel of your Magento 2 platform based web store. So you just go through them, these points, and they'll help you out for configuring this particular section in the backend of the app itself. So here you can enable or disable the functionality. You can set up the name of your PWA So the same would be then applicable on your PW when you install that on your mobile device. This is the application name that would be visible to the customers. You can also set up the short name for the same, and it's visible to the customers. Now after we are done with the FCM details there, you'll be able to set up the icon for your PWA shortcut. Whichever icon you have used here would be visible on your mobile, be it an Android device or your iOS device. The same icon would be visible there, but depending on the actual icon that you've used here. Apart from that, you can set up the splash background color. So whenever anyone installs the PWA, he taps on the shortcut for the PWA. When the PWA app opens up, at that time this is the splash background visible to the customers, so you can change that up. This is a theme color that is used for the PWA itself. You can choose to select the orientation as well, whether you want to have it as the natural, landscape or portrait. You can also choose to select the display as whether you want to have the PWA being opened in a full screen mode, a standalone, or a minimal user interface, or just like a browser itself. So you can choose a display option for your progressive web app. The same goes for the iOS plus screen image as well. You can set that up from this section. And you can also choose to select the CMS page for the offline view. And lastly, we have the service worker version, that is 1.0.0. You can change the version number whenever you want to refresh the service worker cache. All right, and thereafter you just need to tap here on the save configuration, and we are done configuring the Magento 2 progressive web app in the Magento 2 backend itself. And now coming to the PWA section that we get after the installation, here you can set up the PWA notifications. So let me tap on that, and I'll be showing you how we can create a new notification message, how we can edit any of the ones that we have already created. So here you can see that we have created two different ones, that is a 70% off and a 20% off on the bags. We have set the body, the target URL, where the customer should be redirected after they have tapped on the what do we say as the push notification within the progressive web app. So you can manually send the created push notification by tapping here on the send button. You can also delete, enable or disable the push notifications by choosing a single one or multiple ones, and doing a bulk action like delete, enable or disable the chosen ones. And you can also send or let's go for the new push notification. So for a new one, just tap here. You can also filter out your push notifications there. Now here we have the new push notification message section. So here we can enable this push notification initially. We can set up the title. So I'll just enter a demo title for the same, and you can go further for your own requirement there. Title section, I'll set up the body, hey, it's game time. I'll set up the target URL where the customer should be redirected after tapping on the push notification itself. So I'll just enter the URL for my blog, for my progressive web app for Magento 2. We can upload an icon for our push message that is then visible within the push message itself to the customers. So I'll just choose this one for the time being. And after we're done with these options here, let's tap there on the save button. So I'll just tap here on the save notification message. You can also tap on the save and continue edit if you want to make any other further changes there. And after you have saved it, you will find the particular one here, as you can see, with the creation date, the modification date, the status. You can also alter the status as disabled from here. So now let's see if it gets disabled or not. So initially it was selected as enabled, but now I've disabled it. All right. So from here we can send the push notifications as well. We can edit any of the created ones. If I tap here in the edit link under the actions column, we can find the push notification message, the target URL, and the icon as well. So from here we can make the changes, and we can also delete it from the respective opened push notification as well. So that's how the admin can create the push notifications from the backend. And for the PWA, he just needs to make the initial configurations, and then on the storefront, whenever a customer accesses their web store, the PWA for that particular one would be displayed to the customers. So that was much about the Magento 2 progressive web app plugin, and I hope it helped you out in understanding the flow of the same. If you still have any questions, queries, suggestions, or requirements, then kindly do get back to us at support@webkul.com. Raise a ticket at webkul@uvidesk.com. You can also contact us through webkul.com/contacts. And lastly, if you find this video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video, and have a great day ahead.